Hello! So, despite the last personality quiz video taking me forever to edit, my sister has sent me another one. I actually don't know. I think it's a strengths and weaknesses one, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm gonna do it. Let's see how this goes. Okay, here goes. I have many interests. Someone brought up to me the other day, and by the other day I mean like 5 months ago, that a lot of my interests come back to musical theatre. So now I'm not sure, but I do have other interests like writing and knitting, so I'm going to do like me, but not very much. It is important to me that I live in a world of beauty, so that's making me question the definition of beauty that they're looking for, because I want to live in a world of beauty in the sense of nature, but for me, I don't talk about fashion or people because I don't want to define what's beautiful in that sense, so I'm not sure if it's asking more nature-based or more personality-based. I guess I'm going to say very much like me and just hope that they mean nature. I like these questions because they're pretty straightforward. So I am known for my good sense of humor. I've now put it as very much unlike me, but I'm just remembering that someone once upon a time, no, multiple times, has said that they think I'm funny naturally, but I don't think I have a good sense of humor. No, that's different. No, I'm still going to stay with very much unlike me. I am a very careful person. This one's also really hard for me because I think I can be really careful, but I can also be really daring. I have a calling in my life. What do they mean by that? Because in my head, I feel, in my soul, I feel like I really want to go into acting and like that's the right place for me. But is that the same as having a calling? I don't feel like me going into the acting world is necessarily what I was born to do. It's just what I've chosen to make of my life. But I don't think it's a calling. I'm gonna keep circling back to that, so I'm just gonna go neutral. I really, really like these questions. My friends say that I have lots of new and different ideas. That's just not a topic of conversation that I've ever heard, full stop. I'm gonna say a little bit like me, because I've heard a teacher tell me that once. So, teachers are friends, right? I have friends, I definitely have friends. Friends, friends, friendly friends. I have old friends. I hate this question. I've been told that modesty is one of my most notable characteristics. Because that is just such a mean question. That's why I've put it on like me. But I don't know, and it feels so wrong to be saying like me. Then this question, I believe it is best to forgive and forget. I believe it is best to forgive. I don't believe it is best to forget, only because I think people need to be aware of how they've potentially hurt you, if they have. Also just because my brain doesn't allow me to actually forget, which sucks. So I'm going to say neutral. This one's interesting. I really enjoy doing small favors for friends. I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I always do it. I'm starting to get the feeling that some of these questions are becoming a little bit repetitive. Also, it's getting really dark, which is why the lighting is probably not ideal. Sorry. This one is so interesting. My beliefs make my life important. My beliefs are a part of who I am. They are flexible because they can change, and they are not the reason my life is important. So I think I'm going to say very much unlike me, but I could be interpreting this completely wrong. Okay, your greatest strength. Number 1 is gratitude, being aware of and thankful for the good things that happen, taking time to express thanks. That doesn't surprise me one bit. I am very aware of how grateful I am because I'm very often grateful to the extent where it's annoying. Appreciation of beauty and excellence. Noticing and appreciating beauty, excellence, and/or skilled performance in various domains of life, from nature to art to mathematics to science to everyday experience. Yeah. Love of learning. Mastering new skills, topics, and bodies of knowledge, whether on one's own or formally related to the strength of curiosity, but goes beyond it to describe the tendency to add systematically to what one knows. What a sentence. But yes. 4. Perseverance. Finishing what one starts, persevering in a course of action despite of obstacles, getting it out the door, taking pleasure in completing tasks. Don't know what they mean by getting it out the door, but taking pleasure in completing tasks, absolutely. That's why I have my big fat to-do list every day, and I love ticking them all off. Judgment. Thinking things through and examining them from all sides, not jumping to conclusions, being able to change one's mind in light of evidence, weighing all evidence fairly. I don't know if that's my 5th strongest, but let's have a look. Bravery. Not shrinking from threat, challenge, difficulty, or pain, speaking up for what's right, even if it's even if there's opposition, yes. Acting on convictions, even if unpopular, yes. Includes physical bravery, but is not limited to it. Perspective, being able to provide wise counsel to others, having ways of looking at the world that make sense to oneself and others. Yeah. Honesty is only number 8. That makes me a bit upset because I like to think I'm quite an honest person, but I don't know how this is all calculated. Speaking the truth, but more broadly presenting oneself in a genuine way and acting in a sincere way, being without pretense, taking responsibility for one's feelings and actions. Unsurprisingly, my bottom 5, let's go, zest. Approaching life with excitement and energy, not doing things halfway or half-heartedly, living life as an adventure, feeling alive and activated. How is that in my bottom 5? That should be in my top 5. It's fine, I'm over it. The problem is a lot of them should be a bit higher, but it's hard to rank stuff if you're going to put it all in your top 5. You can see why humility's in my bottom 5 though. Teamwork. Yeah. I mean, I do work well as a member of a group, but it's not my favourite. Humour. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's going to be in my bottom 5. And spirituality, I'm not a very spiritual person. Oh, but I do have coherent beliefs about the higher purpose and meaning of the universe. And I know where I fit in the larger theme of things. And I have beliefs about the meaning of life that shape and conduct and, well, they don't provide comfort. But I do have those beliefs. I promise you I do. I like this thing it says on the side though. Your lowest strength, those near the bottom of your profile, are not weaknesses. Instead, they are strengths that come less naturally to you and require more effort to use. Okay, if you say so. Well then, that was absolutely fascinating. I'm not surprised by my number 1. And there's some that I would maybe move around a little bit, but it's really hard to say with a quick survey where you've got 1 of 5 that you can answer. And it would really, honestly, it would be easier if someone else had to answer these questions for you. Like if I had my parents come and say, what do you think of this for me? Because then that would be more honest. Oh well, I'm over it. The camera's about to die. I need to go. Bye!